Can I borrow that for 1 sec?
Yeah, get in there.
Because Dave right now said, can I turn $1 into $5 or more with Facebook advertising? I get a lot of the same questions, so I'm going to whip out the whiteboard. Carlos, can we go P&P real quick? $1, you want to turn that, let's say, into $5, which means essentially you have like a 5 times ROI, or whatever, ROA, whatever the hell you want to call it. Essentially, you can do this, but I think where a lot of people are misunderstanding is they think that they're going to drop in this $1 and tomorrow they're going to start making $5. And unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. And we have a lot of people inside of DashClicks where they have clients and they drop in their clients and they're like, Jesus, I'm going to drop in $100 and tomorrow I'm going to have $1 million in my bank account and that's going to happen and then that's what DashClicks is all about. No, unfortunately, it's not, because we are realistic people, right? So we need to set realistic expectations, guys, and I'm going to go through that with you really quick on this Whiteboard Saturday tutorial, okay? So if you want to turn $1 into $5, you need to have a strategy, okay? You can't just drop in $1 and turn it into $5. It doesn't work like that, right? You need to figure out how valuable you can make this $1, okay? And not only that, what you need to do is set a budget. So if your budget for yourself is 1,000 doll hairs per month, okay, what am I going to get out of that 1,000 doll hairs? What am I going to get out of it? They're all looking at me, Carlos. Damn it, Carlos, where are you? I didn't hit the GoPro. Guys, what am I going to do with 1,000 doll hairs? Does anybody know what I'm going to do? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. If you had $1,000 right now in your bank account and you're like, boom, I'm going to start putting it into some advertising, what am I going to do with 1K? I'll run some Facebook ads, right? That'd be nice. I'll take my money and I'll give it to Mark Zuckerberg, okay? But you need to have a strategy. And you know what, guys? It happens where a lot of the times you put in $1,000 and you make $0. It happens. Because all of you guys want instant results. You want instant gratification. You want to put in $1,000 today and get back $1 million tomorrow. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you need to put $1,000 and then have an actual bot with a sequence, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all you guys, you're like, I want to make my money right here. Unfortunately, you can't make your money right there. It depends on what you're selling, right? Maybe if it's like e-commerce and you're selling t-shirts and stuff like that, maybe you can make money like that. But a lot of you guys are like, even if you're trying to sell like courses, because now a lot of people are selling courses, right? They're like, geez, I'm going to send somebody to my funnel. They're going to watch my video and pay me $9.97 for my course right now. Probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen on an opt-in funnel, a two-step opt-in funnel. Unrealistic, right? You need to get them on an email list. Okay, send them value here, value here, value here, value here, value here, and maybe on one of these they might convert. They might become a conversion on one of these. But that doesn't mean that you're going to make that here. But what's going to happen is you spent 1,000 doll hairs and you gave that to Mark Zuckerberg, and now you have an email list because you're getting $3 opt-ins, and I don't know how much that is. What's 3 divided by 1,000? Somebody who's a mathematician here. 3. Is it 33? Oh, come on, all of you. What is 1,000 divided by 3? Drop it in the chat. You get a swag bag. Go. 333. Drewby, you're not getting anything because you already got like 10. Drewby, okay, Drewby said 333. Great, guys. I spent 1,000 doll hairs, okay, and I dropped 333 people into a sequence, and now I'm sending them emails, and I'm sending them chat bots, and they're joining my Facebook group, and look at all this value that I'm building for 1K. And then really, what do I got to do? What do I got to do here, guys? How much am I selling my course for? How much am I selling my course for? $9.97, right? So for all of you course guys, $9.97. How many courses do I need to sell to make my $1,000 back? Trick question. Who knows the answer? Drop it in the chat. 1. I need 1 sale. But that 1 sale might not happen right away. But you're going to have 333 people on your list. And then you're going to have a remarketing campaign that you're going to run, and you're going to get $2 opt-ins. Because maybe not out of the 500 people that visited, 333 opted in, but 200 and something didn't, or 100 and something, I'm not a mathematician, they're going to be on your remarketing list. right? And I'm showing you guys this because whether you're selling courses, or whether you're selling funnels, or whether you're selling free consultations, or whether you're selling e-commerce, or group funnels, or DashClicks, or whatever it is that you're selling, do not expect immediate results, because that's the way that you drive yourself out of the business. Because people are launching ads, they're creating stuff, and then they run it for like 2 days, and they spent like 3 months creating all this content, and they press play and like, oh, I done spent $4 and I didn't get any leads. I'm shutting this off and I give up. That's it. I'm done. I am done. Guys, give it some time. Come up with a master plan. Give it some time. I wanted to throw that in there and let some of my energy out. I'll let you continue, sir.
All right. And let me know what you guys learned from that one too, because like that's such an important concept, and not just paid advertising, but in social media stuff too. Where some of you guys, you might watch the stream today. You're gonna go and you're gonna work on a post. You're going to post it up, and then nobody's going to respond. You're not going to get any clients. You're going to say, man, that Arnie guy's full of shit, you know?
One time, and right? I'm done. I'm done after the one.
You're going to try it one time. It's not going to work, and you're going to wonder, like, what's wrong with it? Is it the post? Is it this? Is it that? Chances are you probably just haven't posted enough. You might not have the right connections. But consistency is what's going to get you guys across the finish line, okay? So if you're building an audience on social media, no one's going to pay attention to you for a while. That's totally okay. Like, I had 4 failed Facebook groups before I had the 5th one and blew that up to over 70K members. Crashed and burned, wasted my time. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I figured it out. I stuck with it. I committed. I showed up every day for my people, and you guys have to too. So I'm going to show you guys some of these other posts of some cool ways that you guys can make some money and get some clients. Let's see what else I got here. So we showed that one. All right. So I'll just give you guys a real quick recap. I just wanted to give you guys quick lessons on some of this. We don't have to go through this whole post, but what I did in this post was I talked about some of my longer term goals and my vision, and how you know, what I do really empowers leaders and helps them build community and all that stuff. So I want you guys to not only share what's cool about your personal life, what's going on in your business, but I want you guys to share your vision, because if you can get people to buy into your vision and remember that, they're never going to forget you. So make sure to always communicate that, you know, at least once every couple of weeks. Go live, talk about your mission, talk about your vision, and your people will create an even deeper connection with what you have to say, where you're going, and they will want to support you in that vision. I got so much support off of this post. Like, open up a whole new network, because, you know, right now I do Facebook groups for entrepreneurs. My program's called Groups for Profit. But I have a big goal to move a lot of my digital marketing experience and do that in the nonprofit space. So I let everybody know about that for the first time. They're like, that's awesome. You should totally do that. I got all these connections for you. I got this, I got that. And it just opened up the doors for me like crazy. So I want you guys to think about how you can share your vision. And it's just so cool how once you have a supportive network, they're going to go out of their way to make sure that they are helping you, because you've always been helping them. So once again, as always, value first, and you'll be good to go. So there's another action step for some of you guys today. Share your vision. Let everybody know. All right, what else we got here?
Another one thing I want to say, going back to exactly what you just said, just to kind of piggyback off of that. I'm doing a lot of piggybacking today. But one thing that you can do is, one thing that I've been experiencing on my personal page is, I'll go out sometimes and I'll post stuff about DashClicks. I'll post like, hey, come watch this webinar. We're doing a webinar. And I'll get like 30, 50 people commenting, and maybe like 50 or 100 likes, right? And then I'll post a picture, a cute little picture of me and my daughter, and I'll get like 300 likes and like 50 shares, and like people are freaking tagging Barack Obama, and like, they're like, oh my God, right? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, get into the mindset of, a lot of people are scared to be emotional and like actually show what they're like. They're like locking in their brain, and they don't want to say things sometimes. And we spoke about this yesterday too, because you're scared what other people might think of you, right? The best thing that you can do in life is not care what anybody else thinks about you, and just post, because shit like this is Arnie speaking from the heart, and he's talking about what's going on in his life. People are connecting to him, and what happens is, when somebody connects to you, they start buying from you, and they start listening to you, and they start liking and engaging with you, just like most of you guys do with me. I know a lot of you guys follow me on Facebook. You see the posts that I post, right? It's not like random stupid shit like, hey, you want to do a free consultation with me tomorrow night at Shenanigans? No, it's not. It's like, hey, here's a picture of me and my daughter. I'm not selling you anything, right? But I have 300 eyeballs on me, and the next post that I do about a webinar is going to get engagement, right? So when you're building up your social media pages, your groups, your personal pages, your business pages, whatever it is, Put personality into it. Put a little personal touch. Don't do that. Like, there's so many people that, like, they have, like, even websites. They have a website. There's nowhere about them, who owns a company. What they do is just strictly, like, a website, right? Same thing with, like, their business page. Posting, like, generic shit all day of, like, a guy on a computer. It's like, you want to do a free consultation with me? No. Get up and, like, put a video and say why you should do a free consultation with me, right? Get personal, guys. If you guys are feeling that in any way, can we drop like a 391 in the chat right now? Thank you, Drewby. Appreciate it. Drewby said chat has the hottest content. Why, thank you, sir. 391, 391. Drewby said 391. Chris, William, Joey, Eric,
right.
Daniel, Dan, Angel. Let's go, people. Cool. You guys want to see some more?
They're
you want to
awake.
show them some more?
They're awake.
Shaking you. We're shaking you. You want to see some more? Arnie, you want to show them a little bit more, man?
Let's see some more, guys.
Woo.
So this is the type of post that will immediately separate you from a lot of the other people out there. So this is where you call out common mistakes, common errors, common malpractices in your industry. And so this happened. I saw somebody post up in a Facebook group and say, how do I grow a Facebook group, in one of the marketing groups I'm in? And I saw all of this terrible advice in the comments of just worst strategies people could possibly share. And I felt bad for that original poster and every single person reading that thinking it was good advice. So I had to come in there and set them straight, and I had to show a ton of value and show them I was the real deal. So you guys can do this at any point in Facebook groups, right? So what you want to do is you want to find at least 5 groups in your industry that have at least 5,000 people in them. Have those in your sidebar, in your places you can go and visit. And what you want to do is, number 1, you can turn on notifications. Number 2, you can search in the group. Number 3, you can go in there and post your own valuable stuff. But how I did it with this one was I saw all of these bad suggestions, and I came in and I left this comment. I said, oh my God, this is all bad advice. Thanks for tagging me. Please don't buy fake members, hijack members by spamming your videos, or take over a page and rebrand everything. That was some of the advice to grow a group. It was terrible. So what I did instead was I gave them 2 options. Said, oh, here's the best way to grow a group with ads. Here's the best way to grow a group without ads.
Screenshot, people.
Yeah,
screenshot this shit now.
This one.
Now.
Yes. So I literally wrote like the how-to guide. Like I basically compressed my whole, group growth cheat sheet PDF into a comment, and I just gave them all of that stuff. So why would I take the time to do all this? Number 1, I really didn't want people following that bad advice. Number 2, I wanted to look good and set them straight. So if you can go in and you can show off that you know what you're talking about, people are going to trust you a lot more. They're going to be like, oh, I wonder what that guy has going on. They're going to go click on my profile. They're going to, stumble into my webinar link on my profile, maybe buy my stuff. Who knows? But if I never did that, I wouldn't have showed up. And you guys can show up like that. It'll take you a couple minutes to engage in groups and get everything going. So let's see, what else did I say here? I even talked about engagement, and then at the end, I said, this is what I used to grow my group to over 70,000 members. Good luck. And I at Arnie myself.
Drop the mic. That's where he dropped the mic right there at the end of that last sentence. The mic was dropped right there.
So that's another funny way you can make call to actions while staying within the group rules, is if you at yourself, you tag your own name at the end of a comment or at the end of the post, you're creating a backlink to your profile. And that's not really spammy, right? I don't think so, and I'm pretty tight on spam in my group. So if you tag your own name in a post, awesome. So I took this post, I added all that value, and I showed people how to do all this stuff, but I made a clear gap right here. I said, all right, now who wants to learn where the money is at with this? If you want to see how I created 6-figure income, not just revenue, profits from my Facebook group, I put together a free training covering it, blah, blah, blah. I cover this, that, and the third. And so I just took that inspiration from me leaving that comment on that post, and I turned it into a post to generate leads for my webinar. And I'm going to give you guys another trick right now. What I did at first was I said, leave a comment. And I got a whole ton of comments piling up. And then after you go in and respond to everybody and get your comments and your links sent out, you can change it to just adding a link. So the more comments you get at first, the more reach your post will get entirely. I'm sure you guys have seen tons of posts like this, and it works very well. So later when you're all done responding to people, you're all done with that post, just swap it out for a link, and then people will run into it later, and you'll be good to go. So that worked out really well. People liked that, and I got a good amount of leads and traffic from just that one post. And I showed up as an authority to all those other people seeing me in that group. So make sure you guys are showing up in other groups, showing off what you know, and really proving your expertise. Because if you don't, you're going to have issues, and people aren't going to trust you as much. So that's gonna be a challenge for you guys as well. So if this was helpful, let me know what you guys learned from this one. Let me know what you took away, because I know we're talking a lot about different things that are theory but also practice. So going into groups, showing stuff off in the comments, letting everybody know you're the real deal. But also these types of posts where you have to be strategic about it, how you're showing up, and being very consistent as well. So anything to add to that one?
Yeah, I'm going to piggyback off what I'm just kidding. I am going to say something, so I just want to ask a question. So a lot of these, these are like application style stuff. These are stuff where you're getting people from just knowledge, pure knowledge, and you're getting them to work with you, right? What would be a good thing, and I know a lot of these guys have a very similar question, what's a good fee to charge for building a funnel or Facebook ads, or building the things that maybe chatbots and stuff like that? What's a good fee that you would charge to somebody who's maybe just starting out, picking up their first client or their first handful of clients? What's a good retainer fee that they should be charging?
I would say really go for no less than $1,000, and that's really just starting out.
Yeah.
The more you can get going, the more you'll start to figure out who can really who can see the most value in what you have to offer, and that should be going up consistently. If your rates have been stuck at the same place for even 3 months, you're not trying hard enough to find better clients. You might be in your comfort zone, you might be making a few grand, you might be at that 5 to 10K range where you're making more than you've ever made in a job, and you start sitting back. I don't want you guys to do that. I mean, hey, if you want to do that, if you just want to have a lifestyle business, make 5 to 10 grand and sit pretty and chill, run some agency clients, awesome. But if you guys want to keep that going and beat that and hit that 10K, 20K, 50K, 100K plus mark, you're going to have to stay a little bit more dedicated and not get comfortable with that 5 to 10K mark. You're going to have to raise your rates, become more confident, and just keep kicking ass.
Yep. Guys, I'm going to do a little experiment here. Who wants me and Arnie both together to run their ads for them and build a funnel for them? Who would like that? Can you drop a 300 in the chat? If you want both of us to solely dedicate us building ads for you, 300 in the chat. 300 in the chat. Good. Chris said yes. Philip said yes. Joey said yes. Eric said yes. Jeremy, yes. Drewby, sign me up. Philip, sign me up. Chris said yes. Damien said yes. Who would like us? David said yes. To build your ads. We, both of us, will build your ads. Who wants that? Drop a 300 in the chat.
I'm getting some 300s.
You're getting 300s up here too? We're probably, yes, 300. Great. Now, we're going to charge you $5 grand a month to build those ads. Now, who wants to pay $5 grand a month to us? Can you drop a 400 in the chat below? If you would pay me and Arnie to build your ads, build your funnels with all the knowledge we know. 400. Drewby says yes. Chris says yes. 400. Philip says yes. Don't worry, we're not actually building ads here. Unless you want to, we can do a little side hustle.
Build them an ad on the spot.
Guys, and the reason why most of you said yes to that and you didn't even double think it, you just dropped a 400, is because we're up here and we're the authority. We're showing you guys. We've provided the value to you, right? So that's the psychology that you need to think about when you're going out to your audience, right? Make them think in that mindset where you can give and you can charge more. You don't have to charge $1,000 a month. You should in the beginning, right? Start building up your pipeline, start building up your case studies, all that other crap that you guys want to build up, and then be the authority and charge whatever you want to charge, right? So that's a little test that I had. I just wanted to say, I wanted to see if anybody would bite on that. Guys, for those of you who dropped the 400, shoot us both a DM after. I'm just kidding. We're not running ads for you. We don't have time. I know we got a bunch of other cool stuff. I also know you have your Google Doc open there, so we can go through anything.
So let's see what else we got. All right, let's see. We kicked it off with that one. So I'm gonna run you guys through a real quick experiment I did real quick. And so I was in my private student group for my course, and we do like a weekly group coaching session on something. And so my buddy AJ, he saw how I was setting up my pipeline tracking of how I get people into the top of the funnel, push them through, track it, keep tabs on everything. And what I did was I decided that I wanted to do a workshop on it. I hosted that in the student group, and then I had the workshop. I showed everybody how to set it up. I showed them some steps they could do. And then I was like, you know what, that was insanely valuable. You know, if somebody has a service-based business or they're a coach and they use this, they're going to get a lot more clients if they actually pay attention and put it to use. So I decided to sell it. And I put the workshop together. I was like, all right, I'm going to sell it for 97 bucks. I'm going to get this going. And then I was just kind of sitting on my couch about to launch this funnel. And I was like, you know what, I really don't care enough to make this an actual product. I just want to see if people want it. I don't care. I'm not going to put it in a members area. I'm not going to charge 97 bucks for it. I did something interesting. So I put this post together, and basically what I did was I gave it a good headline, said double your sales in 60 days. If you're a coach, consultant, service provider, what I'm going to tell you next will make you a lot of money. No exaggeration. Listen up. Not a bad headline, right? I'd be like, all right, well, let's at least hear what this post has to say. Biggest problem everyone says is they want more clients. There's two sides: getting more leads and better pipeline tracking. Step one is everybody's train of thought. Book more calls, do this, do this, do that. Step two is the most neglected. So right here is where I'm getting somebody to feel that their mind was doing number one, but they should be doing number two. So this is where I was positioning where people are missing out. So you can use this style of post in a lot of things. You can talk about your industry. You can talk about what your prospects are doing and how they should be doing this other thing that conveniently you help them with. So step two is the most neglected piece. This is the advice you hate to hear but need to hear most if you want more clients. You don't need another distraction. You need to blah, 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 blah. So basically I just made the importance of the pipeline tracking, the follow-up, made that the shiny object again. So with all of this, I started sharing some of those results like I shared with you guys. You know, 53 leads turned into 31 apps. This doesn't happen normally. Want to know how I did it with just a few of these posts. And then I said, all right, so I decided to, you know, host this workshop, and I put it in my course. I decided to sell it for 97. Worth thousands, honestly, if you use it. Then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to let people pay whatever they want to access it. Could be $1, could be 1,000, could be the original 97, suggested price. I don't care. I want you to watch and implement it and step your game up forever. So here's the dealio. I'm offering this on a pay-what-you-want basis. Here's how it works. And at first, the post said, leave a comment and say pipeline hacks. And so I had all these people commenting so I could boost the reach. And then later, I edited it to say, you click on this link, paypal.me/ArnieGiske. You put any amount in there. You comment done. And then you email support@arniegiske.org with your receipt. I send you the workshop recording and action steps so you can double your sales in 60 days with the leads you're already getting. So that's also a pretty good promise, right? So anything you put out there, any kind of marketing material, you want to make a promise. So I made that promise at the top with the headline, and then I made that promise at the bottom again. And I just put together this, I Googled pipeline, and then I put a little text over it. That's as simple as it gets, right? It took me 12 seconds. So that was my pitch. That was my offer. And a little risk reversal, I say, if you don't find it valuable, I'll refund you whatever you sent me, no questions asked, but I know you will, so there's really no risk anyways. What do you say? You in? Let me know. And that ended up making me like $1,000 in sales, like within just a couple of days off of a lazy Facebook post. One post. And you guys can learn a few things from this. Number one, you can do a pay what you want offer. Number two, think of how I'm positioning the shiny objects again. Number three, think of how I'm just making a very simple post. Again, like I told you guys, simple post is a really great way to get some traction, get some stuff going. And I bet you guys can launch a workshop like this. Like if you wanna pay your rent next month, you can pay your rent with a pay what you want post and put out some great content to your audience. That sound good? If you guys are like seriously wanting to do a post like that, I want to hear from you guys below. Comment, pay what you want, and I expect you guys to be posting one of these within the next week. First one who does that, I'm going to go ahead and review your post and give you some feedback and help you guys make sure you're actually making some more money on that. So
people are going to jump out of this right now. They're going to start posting.
Yeah. All right,
pay what you want in the chat. Pay what you want in the chat. Drop it in the chat.
Yep.
Go. We got also something special for you. I don't even know what it is. Arnie's got a Google Docs. Yeah, we got open here that we haven't even showed you yet. Plus, I got some cool stuff that I'm going to give you after. I don't know what it is either, but I'm going to make it up as we go.
Yes, always.
So Dan says, pay what you want. Drewby says, pay what you want. Say what? Say what? Who wants to see what Arnie's got in his Google Docs?
Yes.
Who wants to see it? Drop a number. Any number you want. What's your favorite?
225.
225. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. 225, and we're not showing you.
They're quick.
I need to get at least 25 225s. 25 225s, and we're not showing you the goods. We're not going to show you the goods.
Good, good. All right, also, I want you guys to leave a comment. Let me know what you learned from this Pay What You Want post. Not just the fact that it's a Pay What You Want post, and that worked out pretty well, but what else did I do in this post to make this work, make this unique, and make this fill up my bank account a little bit? Let me know what your thoughts are, and I want you to share that below so we can make sure you guys are paying attention, not just jamming numbers in the chat, too. So we'll show you guys the next one. There we go. Drewby's got all his 225s.
Drewby dropped in 25 225s. All right, winner.
Yes.
All right.
There we go.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Let's do it.
How many people did 97?
97.
Oh, yeah, so the pricing on that one was funny. So we ended up, one guy paid 1 cent. And I was like, really, dude?
You're
Really?
an asshole.
But I gave it to him. I was like, yeah, pay what you want, you know. Most people paid between $10 and $25. And then I'd say probably like 5 people paid the actual 97. One guy paid 197, so that was cool. I was like, all right, I like you. You're on my list.
That's a segmented to the selling them in my inner circle list.
Yeah, and the guy who paid me 1 cent, I put him on a different list.
You got blocked. That's what you got. You got deleted off the email list.
Yeah, and on that one too, I made sure in the description of the video that I sent, in the attached workbook, I said, hey, we actually do workshops like this every single week in my private program. You know, here's where you can check that out, blah, blah, blah. So I was really just acquiring customers. I didn't care about the money that came in. I wanted people to come in and pay me and get a whole bunch of value, and then maybe they graduate. So that's what happened.
Carl's GoPro real quick. Hit the GoPro real quick. GoPro real quick. What's going on, everybody? Hands up. Spirit fingers. Spirit fingers in the office. Spirit fingers in the office. Guys, we're not in here talking to ourselves. Just wanted to show everybody so they don't think we're weird. There is other people in the office with us. All right, you want to do some cool stuff and show them? I don't know what's on that Google Docs.
All right. So cool stuff. First up, I want to hear from you guys. Do you have a Facebook group? Let me get the title of your Facebook group in the chat. Number one, I'm going to give you guys some feedback on your Facebook group names. And I'm going to take you through my whole Facebook group report template that I use to check out stuff with my private clients and see how the group's doing, give it a little health check, and give you guys the ability to do this on your own. Does that sound good? I can make sure to attach this this group audit as one of the other bonuses for the stream. We got all kinds of stuff for you guys. So
I want also, I'm just going to side, I'm going to little piggyback again. I want you to audit our group because we just launched it yesterday.
Oh, should we do
live?
Live
I am
audit?
not a group person, Facebook group person. This is the first Facebook group that I launched. We did a pre-launch. I'll talk to you a little bit about the stats. We did a pre-launch where we just shot out an email. We said, hey, we're opening up our Marketer's Mindset by DashClicks group, which is our brand for our whole lives and all stuff that we do. Join if you want to join. I think we had like 300 people which joined. Like they send in their member request. We had the 3 things, the 3 questions. We got the group funnels thing going, and we're putting them into our intercom on an email list. So I want to actually, we're going to do this too. But we're also going to do, I want you to audit the Marketer's Mindset group because I want real feedback so these guys, we can go back and actually edit all this stuff tomorrow. Nice. And I know we have both of our moderators on here, which is Drewby and Chris. Shout out to Drewby and Chris, which are awesome moderators who have been helping and providing tons of value in the Marketer's Mindset group. We already launched it yesterday, and there's tons and tons of feedback that we've been getting, so thank you both for your awesome work. But guys, listen, let's see what Arnie has to say. And maybe we can make the group better, okay?
Let's do it. So if you want to pull up the group, I'll pop open the report template first and run you guys through real quick what I'm looking for, and then we are signed out. All right, we'll fix that one real quick. There we go.